Welcome to another Forex Killers update. It's been a while, but I am back because I'm waiting on site for delivery, and I got nothing to do. So lucky you, maybe, if you like me. If you haven't been here before, grab a knife and shake that like. And if you have been in before, grab a minigun and obliterate that like. Need those likes and comments, guys, to build the channel. Otherwise, I feel like I'm doing it for nothing. So interact with me, and if you like my content, and I'll do some more. Look, I started this off, and then I stopped, and I redid it now because it was going to end up way too long. So I started going on DXY, and I started backtracking and showing higher time frames. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to talk about the future of DXY. So my first level I want to clear is 103,750. It's a former EL, not visible on this time frame. And then we'd be looking up at 104. But the higher time frame, what I'm looking at is we've made this move down, right? This whole big move down. And now we're making a correction. All right, this was the first wave of the correction. Right, second wave. So you had a lot of people bearish down here. Oh, we're testing support. It's going to fall through. Okay, with all respect, they don't really know what they're talking about if they're trading the Forex and they're talking like that. So, once where was it? I will just quickly go into it. We were down here. And I was looking. We were long on majors, and I was looking for it to come up here, and I said, looking for here, I'll hit down, and then we go up. What we got, and I said, but maybe it'll climb more, so no shorting, and what we got was a climb, and then we corrected, climb, correction, climb, correction, climb, all right? And then, if you've been in the Discord, I've been bullish ever since, and we've been riding that up and shorting majors. So it's all been going swimmingly, but yeah, looking for... this potential, which I spoke about, and I'll show you on EU, but basically looking for, this to go up here before continuing down. Now, how far after we've taken this top, though, here, it's not straight up, right? So we need to be tracking this, need to be watching the waves. Looks like we've got a little contraction zone forming right here, right now on the 2 hour. So little contraction zone, which makes sense because I was looking for this to come up, take the top, and then correct some more, right? Do some of this, and then we'll go up again. So that's what I'm sort of looking for. So keep your eye on that sort of price action. Let's keep moving along quickly. We go to EU. Still short, guys. Still short on EU. I want to take profit below. I've got my alert set there. I want to take profit below this low. We'll look at the buy setups as soon as we take out that low. You see the bullish divergence, so you got, a lot of people would say, oh, look at all this hidden bull. Look, it's hidden bull to an extent. That's true. But, all right, I've got my delivery here. I'm going to pause this and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so with RSI, we don't want to be looking at the 4 hour on this with this sort of spans, right? From this time frame over here back in March to now, all right, and looking at hidden bull. I could do a whole course on RSI and when to look for hidden bull, when to look for a hidden bear, because if you're in a downtrend, your hidden bull, hidden bear is only going to lead to pullbacks. Depending on whether you're bullish or bearish. And so, for instance, just to give you an indication of what I'm saying, just very quickly, this was hidden bull back here, right? That's what you would say. So this is why you need to really know what you're doing when it comes to RSI. So you could say, this is where we're going. This is hidden bull from here to here. Right? Look at that. But what happened? It just popped up and then it rolled straight over. Okay? And so what you needed to be looking for when that was going on was on the lower time frame. You see on that same peak, you see your hidden bear, right? Because we're in a downtrend. So all across there's your hidden bear. Okay, so you need to know when to be looking for hidden bull and when to be looking for hidden bear. That is critical. If you don't know how to read that, it can be detrimental. And I'm saying that from personal experience, over the years, until I finally sort of learnt and gained the proper, correct knowledge. And this is just through my own experience, and just knowing when hidden bull was applicable, when hidden bear was applicable. That's when you can utilize it, and it will help you in your trading and not hinder you. Think about the amount of times in trading groups you'll see someone say, "Oh, look at the hidden bear. Oh, look at the hidden bull." And look, if you're in an uptrend and there's hidden bull, then yes, and you get a corrective wave, then yes, of course, and vice versa. But when you've got the reversal, when you've got the finished structure, right, like this, when you've got this finished structure top, like this, like I called, right, because we expanded up, right, when you've got that, and then you start getting, hidden bull, it's not hidden bull, okay, it's not, because we are now in the downtrend. We have started this wave of this overall structure, okay, so, and that leads on to where I'm heading. That's where I think we're heading at this point in time. Can the structure change? Absolutely. Can we get a running flat? Absolutely. Can we get a contracting or a shorter, not a contracting flat because we've taken the top, but a smaller running flat? Yes, we can. So we're looking for buy setups for either, a correction of sorts and more down, or the next impulse up. All right, so that's what we're looking for. But we don't just go buying willy-nilly, okay? So we look for our buy setups, we look for our ELs, and then we take the trade. So that'll do on EU. Let's go to the S&P. The S&P nailed this buy down at 41.30, took profit up at 4,200. The sell was to the pip. I didn't sell it because I was sleeping. And my next setup, I called, we would either move up and hit this EL and reject, or we would sort of go up, take the top, and then reject. So we got the EL retest, and then we rejected. Didn't really, with the S&P and how it moves, I don't trade it all the time. I only take the buys or sells that I like. So I didn't take that sell. In hindsight, obviously a pretty low risk trade. If I had, entered after this EL retest, I'm looking at other trades, but I think I saw it about here and noticed that had retested that. So, I could have put in a short and then put my stop above here because that's above the EL. And if it was going to go to that level, it would most probably have pumped up a little bit for another short entry here. And then I could have, started it, had a new entry with, a good stop, etc. Which is what you have to do. You don't hold on and hold on. You exit. You don't hold your position here thinking, I was just going to take the top and dump. You exit. If you get the sell set up for the dump, then you take it. Otherwise, it can just keep on climbing and then you're screwed, right? You're in a bad position. S&P. So, look, first stop down here at the 1 hour EL, the 15 and the 1 hour. Looking down at these levels though, under 4,000 before upside. Okay, so looking to come down and then looking to go up. That's my current bias, right? We still got to head up there before. See this black one. Still got to head up there before we get the big move down. All right, so this is like one of those classic scenarios where you'd have the so-called hidden bull. Okay, just like I was talking about on EU. Now, is that hidden bull? Well, you could say, a lot of people would say, oh, look at that massive hidden bull. Look, 3 waves. It's going to keep going up. Now, could it do that? Absolutely it could. Would I take a buy on that? Absolutely not. I would need a buy setup, and I'd keep stops very close, but I would not take a buy setup. I would wait personally until it comes down here, right? Then if I have a buy setup, then I can go long. But I'm not buying it before that level, right? You know, this hidden bull, in air quotes, will most probably lead to a pullback. We've taken, you know, a little low under here, a pullback that could build in and climb, but most, you know, I'm thinking just waiting for my sell setups, and we look for this move here. We might get another correction up here and then down, and then we look for our big buy setups. That's probably when the something with the debt ceiling being raised or whatever, and then we can get that move up, and then eventually the sell, because the debt ceiling finalization is still about 10 days away or something, right? So yeah, I'm looking for that move down. You know, DXY is still going up, and then we'll get that reversal on DXY. It would time in nicely. It doesn't have to, but it would time in nicely. GU, let's go. Look, went long on GU last night at 860 down here. Look, we had the liquidity grab. We had the 4-hour TL that we held, breakthrough and you know, rejected. Why did I take that? It was session timing, right? It was session timing. It was the news, and it made sense. So that's what I'm looking for. You gotta take things when they make sense, right? We're not gonna keep selling off because it's not ready to do that. All right, DXY took its high. It was not going to just keep pumping. Very unlikely. It was less probable, and so I took that. Now I've still got my EU short going because EU didn't look as bullish, right? And it hasn't been. So, you know, you take the pair that looks good for the long. UCAD been dragging its ass, really starting to bug me, but you know, it's still looking good, I think. You know, we got the 3-day here. You know, we got the contracting flat. We caught this up for 300 odd pips, whatever it was. We broke out of the 3-day back here, and look at that pump, right? After we broke that 3-day TL, it pumped 500 pips. We were looking to break it again. Doesn't have to, but we're looking to break that again and get in on that long. I am long currently for that move up. Looking for that move up. We'll see what happens with that. AU, I'll go quickly. All right, AU, bit of a bugger. It kind of didn't reach my levels. So we broke the 4-hour and we got the move up, but you know, I took the short a little bit early, and that was my mistake last week. Took it before London at about 360, so I got stopped out for 10 pips, and then I took another entry, and I got stopped out for about 6 pips, and so I just was expecting this to come up a little bit higher, just up to here, and then get the sell, and I would have taken that all day, but unfortunately it didn't get it, and it just sort of messed around. It took a long down here, got up 30 pips, and then it sold off. So didn't get that target, which was unfortunate because it could add the long into the short, but you just don't always get it. Still looking for these lower targets down here, but looking for sells to get there. AJ, I'm looking for a long, like I've told you guys about AJ. 3-day, we've broken out. Weekly, we've broken out. Okay, you look at this bear flag. You look how many times we tested it. You could say bear flag or whatever you want to call it, but we've broken that downtrend now. Daily, you see the EL. This is what I'm looking for, right? So looking for big moves up here on AJ. You know, we caught that running flat on CJ. Had the big retrace. Sort of went into a bit of a triangle there. I was in, where was I in? No, I was in right down here, and I took profit for about 40 pips. I just wasn't looking at the higher time frame, and I kind of forgot my overall trade bias, which sucked. But anyway, once it sort of went up here, I was looking for a retrace down to here to go for the long. Didn't get it. So I am looking for an entry long. Now, this is where you would say that the hidden bull is applicable, in my opinion. So because we are in an uptrend, so up, and then you have the hidden bull here, right? We go like that, and we go like that, hidden bull. So that's where your hidden bull is applicable, okay? And then you're looking for entries on that. So lower time frame, I am looking for an entry around this level. If I get the buy set up, you know, bit of a contraction zone, I'll try to look for one in there, but we might get that pushed down and then we can go up. All right, we'll see what happens. I'll see if I can snag an entry on that. What was the other one? Silver. Almost shorted, almost went long on silver last night. I was waiting for one little touch low when it was here. Didn't get it. Went up. So I've shorted the EL. I'm still in that. So looking for that to sell off. You know, here's an example. Because I rode this down short. We broke the 4 hour. And I took my profit on the short at 23.47. And we moved right up. Right, you see that price action. Look at RSI. Look at that hidden bear. Okay, so that's where you're looking at your hidden bear. Once again, that's where it's applicable. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. You got that downtrend. We got the finish structure up top. There's no buy set up, and then so we got the sell. Okay, looking for more downside on silver. All right, I think that'll do, guys. Unless there was something else. What was the other one? Any other swings? Not really. I don't have time for BTC right now. Yeah, I think I've gone everything. All right, guys. Check that like. Cheers.